Hey YouTubers, welcome back. Today I'm going to be starting up this 8 horsepower Evinrude outboard motor behind me. It's an 8 horsepower motor, and I'm also going to be showing you how to adjust the idle speed on that engine and also the fuel mixture screw on it as well. On this model here, when you go to start it up, you have to pull the primer until you see the red line here. If it's warm, you don't need to use this. You can push it back in and make sure you've got these arrows lined up with the notch here. As you can see here, I've got the air breather box off. This is to make it easier to show you the screws and other parts of the carburetor. Now when it comes to adjusting the idle speed of your carburetor, this is the screw right here. If you turn in the screw clockwise, it's going to make the engine idle faster. If you turn it out, it's going to idle slower. Now right up above this screw here, you see this little Allen screw right here. If you tighten up this screw, it's also going to idle faster. If you turn it out, it's going to make the engine idle slower. So what I did is I adjusted this one first, and then I tweaked it with this screw over here. Now because this screw here tends to vibrate and unscrew itself, what I did is I took it right out, spread the spring out, then I put a bit of blue Loctite on the threads and put it back in. You can at least still turn it with the blue Loctite, but you know it's not going to come loose on you. And if you've noticed, there's another screw right here. This one here, the manufacturer recommends it to be out 3 turns approximately. But actually I've turned it out 5 turns. It runs better with 5 turns out. It may slightly differ on your engine, but tweak it to where your engine runs the best. And there's no other adjusting knobs on the outside of the motor here like some other models have, so all you have to depend on are the screws that I showed you. Now on this carburetor here, I just finished replacing this top cover here. The old cover, which is this one right here, did not have an adjusting screw on the left, so it's a superseded part. There was a few modifications to do. On the old cover, there was an adjusting screw at the back, but with the new superseded part, all you had to do was put in a screw, tighten it up, and that's it. No adjustments whatsoever on the back screw here. And if your engine still has the old cover on the carburetor, you would adjust it with this adjusting screw right here. I also replaced the carburetor bowl. What happened is because the plastic was so old, the connector right here vibrated itself right out of it. And when I went to screw it back in, there was no more threads left. So that bowl was also a superseded part. You had to put a plug right here that came with the kit. The old bowl did not have a hole on the side here. As you can see, it's solid. I also had to drill a 3/16 hole on this side of the new bowl to put the connector in there. Now the parts are all on. It's working good. What was happening before is that the engine would only run when the primer was pulled out. Now it does run with the primer pushed in, and that's what you want. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.